All right, y'all. Y'all know I had to do it. I had to. I meant to react to this sooner and earlier, but life's been lifing, and I've been away on spring break and for a mini vacation. Had to go home, and then um went to travel for my cousin's wedding. So I was doing that and just enjoying life. So yeah. So now I'm back to creating content into your regularly scheduled programming, and we got to react to the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. I'm really excited to react to this one. I've been waiting for Spider-Man Brand New Day ever since No Way Home was announced and we saw Spidey, Tom Holland in that new suit. And from what I've been seeing and images I've been seeing across like IG, TikTok, etc., this this is going to be dope. Like the designs and everything that I see from Tom's suit, it looks like lore accurate Spider-Man. It really does. And you guys got to think, this is a Spider-Man that lost everything. He doesn't have MJ. He doesn't have Ned. He doesn't have Aunt May. He doesn't have his Uncle Ben. He's lost, he's lost Iron Man. He doesn't have like any of his Tony Stark like nanotech technology. He doesn't have Doctor Strange. They just forgot who Peter Parker was, but they know who Spider-Man is. So this is really like lore accurate, like comic accurate Spider-Man. Like when they say like everything bad happens to Spider-Man, this is what they're describing. So we're gonna get into this. Without further ado, let's get into this trailer. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with a friend so that we may continue to grow into the people that God wants us to be each and every day. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's get it, gang. Okay, there we go.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
That's so dope. I love that. I'm over it. This is gonna be so awesome.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself.
The action is so cool.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Web block. He's shooting natural webs.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
That's
We are faced with a danger.
Dr.
that we can't
Facilier's
control.
voice, I think.
One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through,
He's here.
it amounts to a kind of
These are comic accurate positions and poses, straight from the comics.
rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're, a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ,
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
friendly neighbor.
Friendly neighborhood spider. July 31st, say less. I'm there. July 31st. All right, y'all. That was the trailer reaction for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm loving what I'm seeing, man. That was awesome. Like, just going through, like, Peter's mourning cycle of just the life that he lived. And it's interesting because he said, like, hey, he wrote a letter originally, and I'm wondering if that was like the same letter that, like, or the talk that he was gonna have with MJ and Ned at the end of No Way Home when Doctor Strange erased all of their memories. And he went into MJ's job and was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna reveal like who I am to them." But then he saw them living their lives and was just like, "Okay, I think I'm not gonna do that and just let them be and let them live their lives." But it's interesting, like him summing up that amount of courage and just being like, "Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do." So I think, and just like like it's real, like what I love about this so much is that it's relatable. It really is. Like, I think all the Spider-Man movies are relatable, but this one hits home really for me because it's just like, hey, some things that like, Spider-Man's got to do, it breaks Peter Parker's heart, but it's what Spider-Man's got to do. And it's taking the moral high ground, but like he's ultimately giving like his responsibility to being Spider-Man and like protecting, the little guy. That's what his model is all about. Protecting the little guy and protecting New York. And with great power comes great responsibility. But his life as Peter Parker suffers because of it. And, showing that like MJ, she's not really moved on, but like she doesn't remember who Peter Parker is. So there's no like romantic connection or feelings. And meeting this new guy, Peter Parker, it's just like there's no feelings there because who are you? So she's obviously seeing other people. And it's just like, hey, when oftentimes in relationships or sometimes when we meet people, it's just we have to take the upper high ground where like we have to do something and then the other person moves on, but we may still have feelings for them. And it's just like kind of watching them from a distance where it's just like, dang, we had something, but you moved on. And, I had to let go and let it be. But then I also like we get to see organic webbing because for the longest, we obviously said like Tobey was the strongest Spider-Man, obviously because of experience and like versatility. And obviously he shoots organic webbing while Andrew and Tom, they shoot their, genetic weapons that they make in a lab. But that's really interesting to see like him him shooting genetic webbings and all that. So I wonder if like if he's going to be able to like climb walls without the suit, because I think in Tobey's version he had like the little spider spider, I don't know what they're called. I'll insert it, but he had like the appendages, like things that stick to his finger, that come out of his fingers, that allow him to stick to the walls and climb like a spider. I think that would be really dope. But I really hope they go into depth about him becoming a more natural, comic accurate Spider-Man, not without the suits, not without being Spider-Boy, no nanotech technology or assistant magic from Doctor Strange, but genuinely becoming a Spider-Man of his own and him standing on his own 2 feet. I know that there's a lot to unpack. Of course, we saw Dr. Banner there. So Dr. Banner's like, hey, could you repeat your name? Like Peter Parker. We know a Spider-Man, but what about Peter Parker? So maybe he could find a correlation. And there's been ongoing theories about like whether, Dr. Banner, if he may not remember Peter Parker, but what if Hulk does? What if Hulk could possibly be the bridging gap and connection to Peter Parker and like be like, hey, Peter Parker is somehow connected to Spider-Man and could like, bridge the gap and like bring the two missing halves together and form the whole picture. So that's a lot to uncover, but I saw the dude, Dr. Facilier, I forgot his voice, but I heard his voice, but I forgot the voice actor's name, but Keith, like it's Keith something. But hearing his voice in a Spider-Man movie is just hilarious, but I'm really excited about that. But I love the suit designs. I love the cinematography. I love the webbing that Tom is doing. Like Tom's webbing is cool. And obviously so if I were to rank the webbing scenes, I would do, this might be controversial, but Andrew first, then Tobey, and then Tom. But Tom's webbing has become better with the movies that he's had, the 3 movies that he's had and the experience that he's had. Now he's on to the 4th one. But it's interesting now to see like, because this is like apparently the highest grossing trailer ever of all time as far as like trailer debuts and everything. So it passed No Way Home, it passed Infinity War, it surpassed Endgame. So I know Tom and Zendaya just got married, so it's just like, dang man, like once this releases, is that going to be it for Tom as Spider-Man, or is he going to pick up the mantle? Because he literally said when they have a kid, he's putting down acting, and respectively so, because Tom made his money. Tom and Zendaya made their money, so I just wonder, like, is this going to be it, like the last Tom Holland Spider-Man movie that we're going to get? Let me know what you guys think. Like, there's just a lot to unpack here, and I'm really excited for July 31st. I'm definitely going to be in the theaters. Are you guys going to be in the theaters day one? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this trailer. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with a friend so that we can continue to grow into the people that God wants us to be each and every day. And without further ado, it's your boy D-Lou signing out. Take care. I'm out.